Now still talking business, and joining me on the news to speak on the NGX review and the market capitalization that closed at 56.928 trillion naira from 56.908 trillion naira is Oyindamola Oyenuga, Investment Research Analyst, Meristem Securities Limited. Thank you so much for joining us, Oyindamola.
Thank you for having me.
All right, please go ahead and tell us which of the equities led to the rally on Friday.
Okay, so basically, we know that market performed positively last week, following like 2 consecutive weeks of a decline, and this was basically bolstered by stocks like UCAP, Oando, Cotex. That's on a week-on-week basis. But if you look at Friday's performance, we saw that market was also up by 0.04%, and that was largely due to increased buying activity from UCAP, as well as custodian, AfriProd, and even sovereign insurance. For UCAP, we saw market reaction to the company's performance, their Q2 performance, the impressive Q2 performance, and also the dividend declaration, and also the significant or the very attractive dividend declaration, and also the bonus issue that was declared. So we saw how that contributed to the rally of the NGX on Friday.
All right, but why has the Nigerian Exchange Limited delisted the shares of Niger Insurance Plc, Resort Savings and Loans Plc, and also RAK Unity Petroleum Plc from its facilities?
Okay, looking at this development, we see that it is actually, this directive is largely in line with the NGX their provisions. That's it's called the rule book of exchange of the NGX, and basically what it basically states is that for a stock that hasn't been traded or hasn't really garnered a lot of investors' attraction over a long period of time, also for stocks that have been acquired by another company, or for a stock that fails to meet certain compliance agreements with the NGX, companies or tickers that fall into this category before that delisted. And in the case of Niger Insurance, looking back, it has been for some time now. The company has really not been compliant with regulatory stipulations. It hasn't really been with regards filing of its annual reports and all of that. And even looking back at as far back as 2002. Also, the operating license of this company was revoked, similarly to Report Savings and Loans Limited. That was also operating license was revoked by the CBN. And lastly, for the last company, that's RAK Unity and Petroleum PLC. Last year, it's concluded its liquidation process, which just makes the case for NGX to delist these companies from the exchange.
So then, talking about the delisting now, what happens to the shareholders of these firms? Do they get anything?
So basically, I think what we are going to see is that shareholders who are unable to sell their shares prior to this delisting would be that maybe the company comes up with a private arrangement that's an off-market arrangement with these shareholders, such that they buy back the shares from existing shareholders.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Oyindamola, for your time, and it's a pleasure to have you as usual.
Thank you.